Hello, welcome to Positively Entertaining Brando, and this is my adorable and now celebratory wife, Elizabeth, Lady Elizabeth. Holy smokes, we just went through hell. Okay, I had to turn off.
So much,
oh yeah, yeah. Okay, and by we, I really mean me. I went through hell trying to get this thing going. Well, because it is a very special episode tonight, and other people have no idea how special it really is, and even you don't know how special it is.
Not fully.
Okay, well, a couple of things. One thing I want to say is the word special was triggery for you today. You had a coaching session today. And I say something all the time, one of my guruisms, which that's what this episode's about. It's guruisms, right? Is what? Whenever it comes to that sort of thing.
Special just like everybody else.
Yeah, you're
Therefore,
special.
You're not
just
special.
Right. Because the reality is you have to be, who you are, right? You have to be who you are, but you have to be who you are around others with their perspective too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you take input from everybody. So I am telling someone right now that we're live because they are going to be calling in.
Okay, we're going to have our caller.
We are having a caller because you are special just like everyone else, except you are exceptional to none. Sorry.
Exceptional to none.
Right. Because it means something important. It means that you are the most important person that is to you, right? And when you decide to share yourself with others, you become an important person to other people. And you have that ripple effect. We've talked about that today, right? Mm-hmm. So let's see. Oh, for some reason she can't play. Crappity doo dah.
What's up?
I don't know. It's not playing.
Playing what?
Hold on. The thing. The podcast. Just a minute. Okay. Refresh. Refresh. So the person that I said. So the person that I said, I'm gonna send them the link again. I bet that they have it, but I'll try. I just heard her log in. I just heard you log in. Yay! Haha! We have left off. Okay. So she's gonna call in, and I have right here this wonderful package from her. So we get to do a reveal, like an unboxing, which I never ever do, and then we have some stuff to say to that. So this is exceptional. Now, the name of this, call now. So the name of this thing, the name of this podcast is Ritual Angster. Because, see, I say spiritual gangster. It's one of my guruisms.
Yeah.
So, another one is you can get glad in the same pants you got mad in. Mm-hmm. I like that one, too. I don't know what's going on out there. Carol isn't here right now, but she will be here soon.
Locos doggos.
So, are you going to call or what? Yes. Yes, she might not be listening. I should have texted,
Oh, yeah.
We do have the lights on. Are you excited? Say yes.
Yeah.
I can't let you unbox it because I don't want you to see it yet.
I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until the call is on. I'm being patient.
Well, I still can't let you.
I'm going to do all the hard work of making it.
Oh, here we go. Hello. You're on speaker with Guru Brando and Beth.
Brando.
What up? Okay, so we're gonna unbox right now. Do you want to talk? Okay. Do you want to talk about the thing?
So don't pull out the quilt just yet. You can pull out the certificate.
Okay, copy that, Chief. I am going to. I'm going to open this very dangerously.
And while you do that, I'm going to read the little speech.
Okay.
So I'm calling in as a representative of Quilts of Valor Foundation. And today we are going to honor Elizabeth Autumn McReynolds Grove. reading over real briefly your career, madam, and wow, that's all I can say. I was like in the rear with the gear Navy chick, so I'm just saying, wow. So you joined at 17, delayed
Yes.
entry, of course. Went to Fort Benning Infantry School. Went to Germany, deployed to Bosnia, 95, 96. Went to Germany, PCS to Fort Irwin. Left active duty in 99, and then you went to Army National Guard?
Yes. Until
Okay.
2002.
And then you joined the Navy Reserve, so technically you're ours.
I tried to be, but when I was trying to go into the active fleet, they're like, no, sorry, no, sorry. And I was like, ah.
You know, it's funny. I had a feeling she was going to say some shit like that.
I really, really did try.
Yep, you're ours. You're a CD. An
Yes.
MCV 22. So I'm choosing to take you as that. You're a sailor. You're my sailor.
I'll take it. That's great.
Okay, so then you deployed to Balad. Lateral transfer to the Army. Boo. Went to Fort Huacha.
Huachuca.
Went to jump school at Benning.
Yes.
PCS to Fort Bragg. Airborne.
Right.
Deployed to Baghdad. PCS to Stuttgart, Germany. Back to Bragg. And then you got out in 2014.
Yes.
Medically retired?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That is a pretty big bad career to be proud of.
Yeah.
I'm wow, I'm just really, really impressed.
I appreciate that.
With that said, I'm going to move along to why we are honoring you and what Quilts of Valor Foundation is all about. So let's give you a little bit of history on it. The Quilts of Valor Foundation is a national organization founded in 2003 by Catherine Roberts. Her son was deployed to Iraq, and he was a gunner, Humvee gunner. And like any other mother, she felt only 10 seconds away from panic. And these are her words. She had this dream of a young man sitting on the side of his bed in the middle of the night, hunched over in despair. She could see his war demons clustered around him, dragging him down in an emotional gutter. Then, as if in a movie, she saw him wrapped in a quilt. The quilt not only comforted him, but warded off the demons. His whole demeanor changed to one of hope and well-being. The message of the dream was crystal clear. Quilts equal healing. Thus, the Quilts of Valor Foundation was founded. Its mission is to cover all combat service members and veterans touched by war with comforting and healing quilts of valor. So that definition has actually expanded because we all realize that each military service is different, and we can all be touched by trauma in different ways. So since its founding, Quilts of Valor has awarded over 300,000 quilts to veterans of military actions, conflicts, and wars, including World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Beirut, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Now, you're going to have to bear with me because here is where I get pretty emotional and break up. I have read this hundreds of times, and it gets me every time.
I already have Kleenex.
I've got some too. I'm down in the grow room. So, the quilt is full of symbolism, from the stitches to the layers and the act of quilting itself. It is one human being, reaching out to another with compassion. It is not a gift, but an earned, honorable award. It's even been referred to as the civilian equivalent of a Purple Heart. Each quilt holds a 3-part message that comes from every quilter's heart. First, we honor you for your service in the United States military. We honor you for leaving all you hold dear and to stand in harm's way in a time of crisis, protecting us from the effects of war. Second, our quilters know that freedom is not free, but bought and paid for by the dedication of men and women like you. And this quilt is meant to say thank you for your sacrifice. And third, this quilt is meant to offer comfort to you and to remind you that although your family and friends cannot be with you at all times, you are forever in all of our thoughts and hearts. This quilt is meant to be used, to be wrapped around you at the worst of times, to remind you that you are never alone. So as of April 30th, Quilts of Valor has awarded a total of 302,712 quilts to veterans and service members. And so on behalf of the Quilts of Valor Foundation and a grateful nation with our deepest appreciation, thank you for your service to our country with this Quilt of Valor Award, and welcome home.
Yay.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Thanks,
really.
you sucker bitch. Jesus. I'm a spiritual gangster. What's wrong with you? That's why I'm a ritual angster tonight. All right.
Oh my God.
So this says, Elizabeth Autumn McReynolds Groves, United States Army, the Quilts of Valor Foundation wishes to recognize you for your service to our nation. We consider it our privilege to do so, though we may never know the extent of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America. We award you this Quilt of Valor as an expression of gratitude from a grateful nation. And these crazy people have signed it. One of them, whom you're speaking to, and the other one is Lori Thompson. Okay, so this is yours to keep. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, wait, is this where we go like this? And then we should...
Yes, wait.
Now what you do is I've actually fallen into the habit of the very first person to see that quilt besides me is the veteran.
And there's a bag.
So you pull it out, open it up, show her first,
Okay.
and then you're going to wrap it around her because it's called the quilt hug. It makes it official.
Okay, so it's official. I have to hug her?
Yes, with the quilt. We've had our shots.
God. All right. Okay. So, holy cow.
I love it already.
Okay, she said she loves it already in case you didn't hear. See, it has this nice little thing here. You see that? Okay, here we go. Let the waterworks start. This whole quilt hug thing is weird. I don't even know how. I hope there's not a process because I'm screwing it up. Ready? The big reveal?
It's going to be upside down. I'm just playing.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
God. Stressful.
That's why I folded it like that.
Wow. That is really something.
So, your reaction
Okay.
on camera.
I love it.
Can everyone see her? Okay. And can I show it to the camera before she hugs? No, I'll
Yes,
hug her
you
first.
may.
Oh, okay. So I'll do it this way. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's your colors too. Okay. See there? There you go. That's from her. Don't get any ideas.
Oh.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about that block.
I didn't
that
actually see it.
particular block, I personally have reserved for my lady veterans. Every quilt that I have made that has been awarded to a lady veteran gets that block. That's called the North Star block, also called the Sawtooth. But I have renamed it the Lady Star
Oh, neat.
Because
Yeah, I
even
get
though
it.
we may be like sweet and kind and
Oh,
you know
hell
get
no,
that
you ain't.
typical lady thing, we have teeth. We're not afraid to use them.
Nope.
Y'all crazy is all I can say. I know y'all
Oh my
are
God,
crazy.
thank you. I mean, I
I'm
don't know what else to say
clapping.
besides
I am.
thank
I'm
you.
clapping. I'm in front of the weed. I'm in front of a great big pile of weed. And it's like I'm getting like
Well,
I don't
that's
even know what to call it.
And this is all being recorded live, so you could always watch
yeah.
it.
So you get to watch this and rethink it all the time.
Aww.
Well,
This is so fun. I'm
yes.
so glad you guys allowed me to do this.
Well, of course, we're very grateful. I'm grateful that it comes right before Mother's Day. Not a lot of
Yes.
husbands can be like, "Look what I got you."
Now, Quilts of Valor Foundation is national, and you guys, I'm considering you guys as my ambassadors.
Aww.
So, if you know of a veteran, if you can think of somebody who you would think would deserve a quilt, you can go to
Jessica.
www.qovf.org.
You are sending me that link.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going to send you the link.
Okay. And
And
it's
up in the corner, there's a drop-down panel, and you can go to awards and whatever, and nominate a veteran.
oh, very cool. Okay.
Yep.
That's wicked cool. Thank you so much for all
You're
this.
very welcome.
Thank
And
you.
it was
Thank
fun.
you.
I hope that you continue to watch the rest of the podcast while we talk about you and other people.
Absolutely. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have contact high office weed, and I'm going to watch you guys.
There you go. Awesome. Love you bunches. Thank you.
Love you bunches. Have a great weekend.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye.
That was really
That
cool.
was epic. So you love it?
Yep.
You do? Okay, hold it up again so like we can see the full thing. Because I
This
did it
is
very quick.
The pattern that she was talking about. This-
Yeah, I know what.
I
I
mean,
know
for
what that
everybody.
is. I was just looking at this. I had to touch it because it felt like sweatpants stuff. I thought, you know, I have to touch stuff, and you love the green. That
Yeah,
green is
green.
your green,
It's got
right?
little flowers on it.
Oh, yeah, and you know I approve because it's a blanket. Because right now you're covered up in my blanket. All right, so Carol needs to get in here. Carol, if you're listening, you better get in here. Our Ed McMahon is gone right now. She took Lucas to dance. See that? See that? I'm in house slippers. House slippers. That's what I've become, y'all. This is the ritual angster in me. I want to talk about some stuff. You want to talk about some stuff?
Sure.
Okay, so these guruisms, that thing that I say, get glad in the same pants I got mad in. What does that mean?
It means just that to me. It means
Well-
cheer up.
Okay, cheer up. That's another way to say it. What did your kids ever tell you when you were growing up? Like if you were being a Debbie Downer.
What did my kids tell me?
Your parents tell you as a kid.
Oh. Well, they said, what do your kids tell you when you're being a Debbie Downer?
No.
I really think about that. Mom,
Well,
are you
that's
okay?
funny. What do they call you? I don't think they call you anything, do they? But for real though, what whenever you were little, what did your folks tell you when you were being a Debbie Downer?
I think,
Did they say cheer up?
no, I think I got this from my ninny. And it's, what's the matter, Pooh?
Oh my God! So, did you get mad when she would
Yes,
say
I did.
that? Okay.
Stop it! Because it would make me laugh, and I didn't want to laugh. I wanted to be mad.
Oh God, that's Oliver. So
and I do that to Oliver.
yeah. So
he gets
so
so
my
irritated with me.
so my grandma would say, "That's the way the cookie crumbles." What does that even mean? That's the way the cookie crumbles. And then I realized what it meant, and it's like, man, that sucks. You know, when you realize that you've created a situation for yourself and there's no way out, what do? Do you panic and run, or do you try to fight your way out, or do you look really, really cute so they don't notice? That's what I do. I just look really cute and hope nobody notices. What do you do?
I don't know. Try to be not noticed.
You don't turn off your alarms. What is that even for?
It's for Hansel's eye drops.
Oh, Hansel needs eye drops. Somebody go give Hansel eye drops. I don't know. What do you do? What'd you say? I wasn't listening.
Wait, what?
What do you do? Do you freeze? Do you fight your way out? Or do you try to look cute so they'll forget?
I don't know. I don't realize what I do all the time. It's interesting.
What do you think you do?
Well, there's situations where, you know, yeah, I might try to play it off or whatever, but
How does that work?
I don't know.
Try to play it off? I don't know what that means.
I'm kind of confused right now anyway.
Oh my gosh, you stay confused. Holy Toledo. Okay. So the whole thing behind that's the way the cookie crumbles. And look at you all nesting over there. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, or get glad in the same pants you got mad in. Or you reap what you sow, or you have to, or you made the bed, now lie in it, or all those little things, right? So what do they all mean? Suck it up, cheer up, right? They all mean the same thing.
You created a situation, now you have to be in it.
Okay, so all of that means the same thing. Cheer up, get on with things. So how come then, if you hear those things your whole life, how come sometimes you just can't cheer yourself up? Like what she did, this comfort. She said, you know, when you need the comfort, there it is. Why would you sometimes need the comfort? Why can't everybody just cheer themselves up and there be no problems in the world?
Because, you know, it's just not how the way things work.
Because that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? But why does it have to be that way?
Well, it's nature.
It?
Nature's got to have balance. Not everything is white. Not everything is good. Not everything is rainbows. Not everything is, you know,
Everything is
whatever
rainbows,
makes somebody
Dominic.
happy.
Everything is rainbows.
You know,
Everything's a spectrum.
You know, you can't have one without the other.
Right. So, okay. You have to have darkness for dawn, right? Because then if you didn't, it wouldn't come out. And do you hear me saying right? That's that hypothetical, rhetorical type thing that Carol and I were talking about. That's one of those guruisms. That's the little annoyances that people capture, right? So, if
You mean like you just now said?
Right.
And just now?
No, not that right. The right before that right. So, it's one of those things like I say so. That's my interjection word. But when I say right, that means you understand. Do you agree? And you get into that rhythm, especially when you have my job.
Kind of like ending a description of something with yes?
Yes. Just like that. You want to make sure that you're clear and understood. And I keep rolling away. I'm scared I'm going to roll over your feet.
That might be a bummer.
It would be. I know, so I'm paranoid now. Gross. Stop with the feet. See, that's my trigger. I can't. So for real with that, you just touched all up on my foot.
I didn't know that your foot was right there. That was like in my foot space.
I know. I moved it. I did hug you earlier though, so I get a point.
That's because you were on TV.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
Yes. I hug you. Stop it. I hug you all the time.
All the time, sometimes.
All the time. It's stop touching me with your foot. All the time is one of those things that you shouldn't say. Why?
Because it's generalization.
Right, but special is one of those things that you are. You're special like everyone else, or you're special in your own right. So you could be one or the other, or both at the same time. The ultimate thing is you're special because you're part of the universe.
Then we're all special because we're all part of the universe. We're all part of the same energy. We're all part of each other.
Right, but we're all separated by the things that we do and the way we title ourselves, right? Society rules. So you said, though, nature and natural stuff. So what's the nature of things?
Balance.
So you have to have it. Do you have
It's got to be everywhere. Everywhere you look, the nature falls into a natural balance. And if it goes one direction, it's going to tip the other direction.
Do you think you have balance?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes I have a very balanced day. And sometimes...
Hell has no fury?
The balance went off on one side, and so the whole day is like this.
Oh, I like it when you use sound effects. We do that a lot.
Yeah, I'm a sound effects person.
Yeah.
And sometimes I imitate things I hear. People's voices and stuff.
You do that often. So we'll be watching something and Cleveland will say something and then you'll do his voice and it's like he said it again. You're pretty accurate with everybody's voice.
Yeah, but it works only in the moment. It's got to be in the moment. I can't.
That's a lie.
Well, I mean, I could, but I haven't practiced doing it on command. So at the moment,
okay, so look, this is the Big Beth show. Whose voice can you do right now, Lois Griffin? Whose voice can you do right now? Groceries. Whose voice can you do right now, Lois Griffin? Groceries. I'm just saying.
Now that I'm under pressure, I don't know if I can do it. Groceries.
Yes, see, that's so perfect.
Groceries. You do it.
You did it. You did it so perfect. I think that you should do a voice like Lois, like that, with one of those little things that we say, like that's the way the cookie crumbles, or something like that. Some cheer up message from someone's favorite animated character. I think that you should do that. I want Kronk. So I want Kronk to do my message. I know you could do Kronk too. I don't know how you would do it, but I know that you can.
I can get to his pitch.
Oh my god.
It's
This is ridiculous how this chair's working for me.
I can't do everyone's voice with everything. It's weird. I have to really practice at it to be able to say everything.
You can't say everything and everyone. I'm dying here.
No,
this is what happens when
with
Carol's
a lot of
not
the voices,
here.
There are certain things that are easier for me to mimic than it is for other things, and so I stick to certain things because they're the easiest.
Mimic
to do.
a normal human being right now. Go 1, 2, 3, go.
I've done that every day.
Oh,
that's what I do. Every day, that's what I do. I mimic a normal human being.
You say every day. Every day is not a possibility. You can't every
day that I wake up alive, I mimic a human being.
Not a normal human being. You do not. Because what's normal?
I didn't say normal. I said mimic a human being.
Okay, so what's a normal human being?
What is normal?
Not you.
I'm normal to myself.
No.
You're normal to yourself.
Okay, so no, I'm totally abnormal to myself. That's how I know I'm normal to everyone else. See, it makes my logic. That's a guruism right there. I say shit sometimes that makes no sense that, 2 hours later you'll go, wait a minute. Why does that make sense? I hate him for that. Right? You do that. You do that all the time. You'll stumble onto something that I said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Like I said, always working on it. Always, even when I don't want to, I'm passively working on it.
Well, that's what we do as human beings. Why are we trying to work on it?
Because if you present a problem to your brain will work on it no matter what you do.
So
and it will work on it until it solves the problem or determines that it cannot be solved.
So if you have a negative belief, how effective is it to just keep going over the negative belief?
It's not.
It creates havoc, right? And chaos.
It does.
I think Carol needs to get in here before I create havoc and chaos. Lucas was going to the dance tonight, and we have a little bit of a debate about how Lucas needs a cell phone. He's 13. Yes, I do believe that a 13-year-old should, could, and can have a cell phone. However, Lucas has ADHD, and he's not known to take care of or keep up with expensive things.
True story.
It's not his bag, baby. So to the point that he has a track phone and it's a smartphone. All he has to do is buy minutes. He couldn't even figure out after being shown and reading the message that he had to turn on a certain function in order to be able to use it. Very simple. Anyway, so
which never did work.
Yeah, never worked, and but it did. It had worked.
Who dat?
Oh, okay. So Carol's not feeling well. Sorry, baby. I don't mean to say mean things. I don't mean to say get in here and sit with us. I do, really. I mean it. Get in here. I don't care what hurts. No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be passive aggressive because, that's part of that communication thing. Good cop, bad cop, all in one thing. That's what I was trying to do. And I seem more like Jim Carrey crazy. I needed,
Sometimes.
yeah, I need a tutu to wear when I do that, so I can represent. He was pretending though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like real Jim Carrey, because that was.
It'd be for real for you.
It would be. It'd be for real. Shit would get real. Okay, so what we were talking about, I already lost it. Started talking about Jim Carrey and tutus.
Do we have
Jeez Louise.
comments?
Oh, comments. I doubt it. Most people, I don't think, log in for comments. But we shall see.
Watch, there's gonna be
Carol could, no, there's not, but Carol could make a comment, but she doesn't. But I know she's not feeling well. Lucas was going to the dance. That's what I was talking about. So 13, going to the dance, and I asked him.
the cell phone.
Yeah, and I asked him if he was going to dance. He said no. So he probably could have a cell phone. What'd she say?
She calls you a confusing cop.
Confusing cop. I
Good
know
cop,
what
bad
I'm
cop.
saying.
Confusing cop.
I know what I'm saying. I know, and that's all that matters. Okay, so I'm going to assume that since Carol's home, that Lucas's drop-off went without a hitch. So I sent him with some money, and he took his sketchbook. He's going to be that weird kid at the dance.
What did Rory do?
But you know what? Yeah, because Roy was that weird kid
Same
everywhere
thing.
he went. Everywhere.
I think there was a
he went.
sketchbook in his backpack that he took.
I'm pretty positive. So here's the dilemma. When do you tell your kid that they're cringy? You don't. Because if you do, you will affect their future fundamentally, and it needs to naturally happen.
Everybody
Right.
has to be cringy.
Right. Everybody has to go through that.
So
Whatever
you can
you
look
want to
back on it
do.
and grow past it because holy crap.
Oh yeah, you had those shoes for how long?
My
And
shoes
I had
were
those,
awesome. You can never talk
I
about my
had those
shoes.
glasses forever, and every single thing I did was cringy. Everything I do now is cringy. From the beanie to the scarf to the spiritual gangster. I mean, I am one big cringe factory.
Yeah.
And I don't care. You know why?
Chicken thigh.
Because I have silky underwear. No, I don't know.
I do.
Okay, this is the Beth episode, so that's nice. That's a nice addition. I don't really care because I am who I am, and that's all that I am. I live up to my expectations, and I have lived to be 45, so I have actually exceeded my own expectations for life, right? And I have 4 kids. Totally exceeded my expectations for life. I expected to have 0 kids.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd have any kids either.
Yeah, I didn't think I would even live past
4 kids
30,
later.
So, yeah. 4 kids later, people are still going, you know what causes that, don't you?
One more time.
Yeah,
Please.
because I'm not sure, really, you know. Or
Hey.
as they say on the farm, oh, he got her a couple of good times.
Now we're effectively safe from all that.
Oh, yeah, we are. Totally safe from that. A lot of people ask about that. A lot of people say, you know, how do y'all, and I'm like, how do you? What? Don't you just do whatever you want to do, and don't you have whatever you want, and you know, have whatever? Do you, right? Do you get personal with people sometimes?
No.
And that's because none your business, right? But some people are different. We watch a show where they discuss that all the time on TLC.
Mm.
So we watch that where they discuss it all the time. It's not comfortable for you, right? Because there's several shows like that just talk about all of it.
Yeah, watching a discussion, like a panel discussion, you know, like that, or you know, people walking around and doing like street interviews of people, you know, that kind of thing. I watch that. Yeah, no problem. I don't have any problems with that. It's just that whenever I'm talking to somebody about my inner workings, there's a very, very, very select few people that will ever know.
We were talking about bathroom habits today. This is sort of what spawned this is. I don't care. Like, I'm not very modest. And with Carol living here, like, I forget. Okay, so I'll be crapping with the bathroom door open, you know. super awkward for her. You know, not a habit she actually partakes in, I'm sure, because girls don't poop, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
so
that stops
since
for
girls
some
don't
reason.
poop,
How weird is that?
yeah,
Just
I
quit.
know. Since girls don't poop or fart or
No,
burp,
just gotta go pee. That's it.
yeah, go wee wee. Since since they don't do that, it's one of those things they don't want to smell your poo, people. And so apparently she doesn't want to smell my poo.
Show enough.
What? She doesn't want to smell my
No,
poo?
not that.
What? Some people ask new neighbors where they sleep. Oh my gosh, that's right. So,
She does about
really,
that,
no
right?
kidding. Okay, so yeah, people,
Really? Yeah.
people get personal,
From
and
somebody that doesn't even not even around here, just
yeah,
gonna ask questions
Um,
like that. Like, I
but
don't know you that way.
well, you know what? Okay, so if you're family, you usually know, and you don't have to ask. And if you
They're
have to
not
ask, you
family.
probably don't need to know. So
Exactly.
that's sort of the rule,
You
isn't
don't live
it?
in this house.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to what we were saying. I'm sure that there was a reason why we derailed and had to discuss that, but
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it was probably me going on a tangent. So Lucas is at this dance, cringy, at 13, and you ask yourself, when do I tell the kid that he is super cringy? And the answer is you don't. You let him be cringy because they got to be them. And that's sort of like the conversation I just had was, when is enough enough? Do you talk about things or do you not? It's really up to you and what your preference is. It doesn't matter how cringy you are. I'm cringy as crap, and I don't care. I don't care because this is who I am. Um, I don't really care one way or another what you know about me because I sort of am just open regardless. I don't feel like there's a reason to be modest or hide anything about my humanity. My spirituality is different. I do hide my spirit, so a lot of the time I hide my deep intentions and save those for myself. So my deep intentions are my personal little treasures. Deep intentions can be towards other people. It can be towards something that I love. Um, like an object. So all of those little sentiments, I guess, is what it would be equivalent to. Those are mine. And I don't usually share those with other people. But anything that's human, my ego, it's yours. You can have it. I'll give you whatever you want, just not the sentiment behind it.
Can't get rid of it. You gotta have it. It's all part of the balance. Can't have one. Can't have something and not have the other thing.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. You
Yes,
can't be
you
walking
can.
around without an ego. You gotta have an ego
Oh,
of some kind.
I can
Everybody
have.
has an ego of some kind.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I don't need the stuff if I have the sentiment. And really, you don't need the ego. You don't need your body. You're still a spirit without it.
Mm-hmm. But in order to exist in this dimension, you need
Yes,
your body.
right. And so, in order to exist in this dimension with a body, you have to have stuff with your ego. That's a tough one. Oh my God, what was that thing that we read? Jellyfish is a wet ghost.
Yeah. And we were scrolling through this.
Clickbait.
It was
Carol.
like a veterinary clinic, and they had a marquee
It's
thing
Carol's fault.
on the in their thing in the front
In
of
their thing?
Yeah, in their thing, in the front of their clinic, and they would change it periodically. And so somebody took a bunch of pictures of them and then posted them. So it was probably the clinic, I guess, maybe. But there was like probably 30 or 40 of them.
There
And,
was Foreverville.
yeah.
Foreverville.
And one of them was, it said, jellyfish are wet ghosts.
It was funny. There was a few funny ones.
It
And
was silly.
the whole one
Yeah.
that we were seeking to find, the reason it was clickbait because it wasn't there, we had to Google it anyway, which was dogs are like babies.
No, dogs train you.
Oh,
Dogs
yeah.
train you for babies, and cats train you for teenagers.
Yep. And that's the truth because we have teenagers. We have young adults and teenagers, preteens, and then whatever Oliver is. He's a kid. Right? What
Yeah,
are they
still
before
a
they're
kid.
Preteens? Kids?
He's
Toddlers?
still a little kid.
I don't even know. Do they have them like
We have 3 teenagers.
glasses?
I keep forgetting that.
Oh God, we're so old. So how do you think my dad must feel? Like, and I know he doesn't feel old, but when he realizes
When
he's
he has a
old,
great grandchild, then he'll feel
I
really
mean,
old.
do you think are you
No,
grooming me?
it was animal hair that was on your pants.
There's always animal hair on my pants because I'm an
And I
animal.
was looking at your leg and I saw some, so I was like, I'll
Stop
just
being
grab that.
weird and grooming me. Jeez. Okay, so I am pretty pleased with the outcome of
Yes,
this
very
whole
pleased. Very happy with this.
podcast. I don't want to stay on and ramble all night. I really wanted the focus to be kind of on your career, but I don't want to make it more awkward than it is right now for
Yeah,
you.
I think this was good. She went through my career, and I think that's all anybody needs to know.
You need to put your glasses up, and you need to fix that crap, Grandma. Grandma Jones,
here, Sonny.
do a good grandma voice.
I don't have a grandma voice.
Oh my God, you can get a grandma voice.
When I become a grandma, this is what the grandma voice will be.
Nuh-uh. You have to get the granny voice. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The one that Oliver does. You've heard him do that, haven't you? When he does the shaky grandpa voice. It's so freaking hilarious.
All of our kids
Oh God,
had
I
a
love
version
it
of
when he
that.
does
It was so funny. It was all about the same age. They all figured out that Cain was equal to old person, and that the cane was always
and they would walk
shaken.
around and do this, yeah.
And
Oh my God, I love it.
and they were always like hunched over and frail.
So where do you think they get that? Whenever they haven't had the same cartoons we've had.
No.
You know, we had cartoons that
Well,
had old people
I
like
don't know.
that.
Their cartoons, I think, spoke to them the way ours did.
Yeah, but how did they get that notion? Their
Well,
cartoons don't have the old man like that.
No, but they're the animation is. I mean, it's just shown in a different way. Like they, instead of us having Tom and Jerry, where Tom would all of a sudden get scared about something and get super old, super quick, and be all shaky and frail. Well, I mean, they had that in probably like maybe Fairly Odd Parents or something like that. Something more, in their time. So it would just been a different version of the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look
there would
at
probably
that.
be an example of an old person in a cartoon that they saw, and he was shaking his cane and he was
Maybe.
beating his fist to
could
the
just
clouds
ask
and
Oliver,
telling people to slow
maybe-
down and turn that music down.
I do that now. Is that how we know we're old? Because for crying out loud, this car is it's a few houses down.
Yes, oh my God, it is so annoying.
It's so very loud.
So let's put the loudest glass pack you can on a 4-cylinder, and I'm trying to figure out the kind of starter he's got going on that thing, because whenever it doesn't, you don't hear it wind up. It just bah! It almost shakes things over here.
Almost, it really does.
Irritating as crap. It just goes. It's just there. And at first it took me a while. I was like, what the hell is that sound?
Yeah, we thought it was like some
So what is
dragon
that?
in the cavern.
Is there something are the neighbors doing something over there with a machine of some kind?
Some dragon in the cavern. There was a dragon in our cavern coming after
And
us.
so, yeah, and it was like, I just couldn't figure it out that it was just a loud ass glass packed 4-banger. And it sounds terrible.
It sounds really bad. And it does. It shakes our whole place and makes our dogs bark and makes our kids cry.
No, it's not that bad. It's just really annoying.
Could I just be dramatic? Could
could
I
be.
just have that?
And
Could you
scene.
could you just back me up on that? That's another guruisms. Guruisms.
Back you up on that?
Yeah. Not back me up on that. Can I just have that? Can I just have that emotion? Just let me have it back. Right? That's for Carol. Okay, so I'm done here. I'm really proud of you, and
Yep,
I'm
I'm covering
super
up with this
happy
for the
that
rest
you
of the
got
night.
that. Whatever, I don't even care. You wear shiny underwear. Oh, I wear shiny underwear. You wear silky underwear. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for always loving us and accepting us and being part of us. And really, so now I get something that right at time that I'm closing, so now it's going to make me keep going, you see? I'm doing that for a reason. Okay, bye guys.